Are you sure if I push this button and not that one, the science project's gonna work right this time?
I am Nick.
Wait, what?
Good morning, students. Welcome to school. Remember, the thought of the day is... So not everything came out good, but The Mandalorian is great. Yes.
I'm Gary, and today you're going to get kind of a special treat here. This is a podcast that we did at my school, Val Verde High School, just a little while ago, right after the number of us had watched The Mandalorian, the new season on Disney Plus of Star Wars. So this is kind of a fun fan response we did at our school. You'll hear a little bit more when we talk, but this is my day job, you might say. But we were able to get together some students and some teachers, another staff member that popped in later. It was kind of fun. And we got to talk about our take on The Mandalorian, what we thought about it, and enjoying the show. So kind of let you check out that podcast. It's not going to be our normal recording, but kind of fun to do and see what our fans think about Mandalorian. So hope you enjoy the show. And that podcast is called Are United, where ordinary people tell their extraordinary stories, and that's done through Val Verde High School. So if you ever want to check them out, they're pretty new, but they're starting out on SoundCloud. That's sort of my course I do at school. Kids have a lot of fun with that. But hey, we help some other people get started. So, but this is their unique peak of the week. So, which was again Disney's Mandalorian. So enjoy, and we will catch you later. Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim, and you're listening to Are United, a podcast from Val Verde High School, where ordinary people tell their extraordinary stories. Bye!
Hey, this is Gary, or Mr. Avance, if you're at Are United, and we are doing a special episode called the Sneak Peek of the Week. And we all know that's rolled around Disney Plus. We have The Mandalorian. Anybody excited about that show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Mandalorian was awesome.
Yes. So we have a special. We have our panel here today, and we're going to go ahead and introduce them, and we'll get started. So from left to right, let's start. Go ahead and introduce yourself. And
my name is James Macareag, counselor at Val Verde High School.
Nice. Okay.
I'm Lupita Uribe, and I teach English as well as I direct ASB.
My name is Andrew Avalos. I'm a member here at ASB Val Verde.
Okay.
I'm Dylan Garcia. I'm ASB Vice President of ASB here at Val Verde.
And the man with the lightsaber. Let's hear that lightsaber. He's got a special sound effect for us today. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Help us to the transition. Even though we don't see what it does show up in the man. Oh, okay. Well, I don't go too far, right?
Don't ruin the movie for me.
We can use that as we need. All right.
That's on you.
Well, we're excited because everyone's excited about Mandalorian, and we want to talk a little bit about your take on it. So let's first start off with what is your level of Star Wars fandom? Anybody can shout out. Where are you guys at with that? How much are you into Star Wars?
A lot.
A lot? As in you know characters and the whole thing?
Yeah, most of them.
Mr. McCary, you want to go first?
Yeah. I try to watch as much as I can. I've seen all the movies except for the newest one.
Okay.
I haven't seen the Rebels yet, but the Clone Wars is awesome as well.
Okay.
And Mandalorian, I've definitely caught on with Mandalorian.
Gotcha. And now Mandalorian, they did show up in
And the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, so you have some background. So that's good. That's good. Mr. Uribe, what you got? Where you at?
So for me, I was actually very anti-Star Wars for my entire childhood.
What?
But when I was in band, pretty much my entire high school career, my band director was a big Star Wars person. So every single year we would perform a different variation of Star Wars songs. Yeah, right. Cantina, the whole nine. And so
He indoctrinated you.
Right, I already knew what these things were and kind of what they were used for without having watched any of it. So sometime in college, I must have been really bored, and I was like, let's look into this whole Star Wars thing. And so then I don't know when it was. I know everybody remembers when they first watched the Star Wars movies, but I don't. But yeah, I just went through, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3 at some point.
So you did the middle like everybody else did.
Yes, I wanted to get the whole experience, and then I just got hooked. And
Nice.
then, so the only thing I haven't seen though is the Clone Wars.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, the cartoon or
The
the movie?
animated
The animated
series,
series. Oh yeah, those are good. Very good.
Did you watch the movie of that one too, or no? There's a movie.
Attack of
There's a
Clones.
movie?
Attack of
Probably
the
not
Clones,
then.
Yeah.
Probably not.
It's part two
Clone
of
Wars
the prequels.
movie.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, they've got.
I
a
don't
bunch.
know. I think those anything else to do with the Clone Wars. I guess I haven't
the
seen
love
yet.
story one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get another
Oh,
song.
The Padme- yeah.
Padme, yeah. See,
Yeah,
I knew how to
Anakin.
perform that song too.
Wait, is
so
it
I
called
know
the
what you're
Crossing Star? No,
talking about. Across the Stars?
Across the Stars.
Yeah.
She goes, I know the music.
Yeah, so I'm like, I know the music. But
There you
that's
go.
about it.
Awesome. Okay, Andrew, what you got? What's
I think I've been like a Star Wars fan since like birth.
so your parents might have been Star Wars fans, right?
I don't think so. Like my dad probably was. But, like, I think they didn't like know like or understand the movie because when I remember watching it as a kid. I was actually born into the prequels, like 1, 2, and 3.
A lot of people are. Yep.
Yeah.
And I remember the first movie was Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
And the start of that movie brings so many memories, like the space battles.
Right,
Space
yes.
And that's how I
That's
fell in
good.
love with the Clone Wars.
Got it.
And yeah, the originals are cool, but like I'm gonna keep it to like where like the prequels. So
Okay, gotcha.
mhm.
And they said a lot of people now that, well, obviously, because you guys are all younger than I, because I was born 77 when it all came out, right? So yeah, the prequel, there's a whole generation, and the original people, a lot of people didn't like the prequels.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
liked them.
because of the
Yeah.
CGI.
But that's what you grew up with, so that was your Star Wars, right? Yeah.
That's definitely a different perspective for us older.
It is.
Older people.
It is. Dylan, what you got? Where are you at?
Um,
Well, obviously, you're a little committed because you have a star. He invested in a lightsaber.
Well, mine's a little bit like Andrew's. Yeah, I've grown up with it, but like I started. I started with the prequels. I was probably like 6, 7. And I would go to like my family's house or whatever, and then
Right.
we'd watch them, and then because we had like the whole series, so I
It's
would
your
like
holiday special.
yeah, I would always go to my uncle's house, and then we would just watch them all over and over again,
Nice,
and then I just
gotcha.
got hooked on it.
Right. You'll
Yeah.
memorize it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
I just haven't watched the Clone Wars.
No, that's
I watched all the movies, and
yeah.
yeah.
It's good stuff. Yeah, I think I've been since the beginning. I'm the same with Star Trek. I've been since the beginning, 1966. So there's a lot of stuff,
Wars,
right?
there's so
that,
many-
but have you seen the Star Wars Holiday Special? Do you know about that one?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the
Chewbacca
infamous one.
thing.
The debacle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not everything came out good, but The Mandalorian is great. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Great introduction to Disney Plus for sure.
Oh, well, this is it. I think each of these stations have picked, something
grab
to
somebody.
pull people in. And did it work? Did it get you?
Yeah.
It
Oh, yeah,
did.
for sure.
Yes, got it. Well, let's talk a little bit about we'll do an overall of the show, and then we can get into details. Maybe we'll do we'll talk about your show, like feeling you got from it, and then maybe an episode and then a character, and we'll go from there too. So, so whatever order you guys want to go, if you want to share just what you love about the show and why it just kind of it worked for you as a Star Wars fan. Okay, anybody first?
Well, I just like The Mandalorian just because its story. They went to the order where they eliminated the Mandalorians and the Jedi. So they're
In the Clone Wars.
Yes, that's right. So since the Mandalorians have been in hiding, it's good to see what this guy's doing, and he's bounty
Sure.
hunting.
Right.
And
Making a living.
and going from a bounty hunter to now being, I guess, like a father figure or a protector of
Right.
Baby Yoda. I think his journey
Child.
from episode 1 to episode 8 or 9
Oh yeah.
has
Huge.
been awesome. Yeah,
Right,
just
yep.
to watch the growth.
Yep, exactly. And he knows what it is to be is it a foundling?
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, like an
So
orphan.
you could have a Yoda Mandalorian.
Right.
Anything's
Yeah.
possible, I think, with this show. Right?
Yeah.
Peter, what do you think?
So I'm thinking. So at first, when I started to watch it, I'm going to be really honest. I didn't really like it.
Okay. No, that's okay. It didn't
Yeah, I
click.
got you.
Yeah, but I think it, like, looking back, so when I first watched, like, the Star Wars films as it is, I've only ever seen them through once.
Ah.
Because I'm kind of afraid that if I go to rewatch them, that I'm not going to like them for some reason or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. And so, I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen any of them, and then I didn't watch the Clone Wars, so I don't know if I'm missing that backstory. And so when I first started watching it, I was like, I don't really understand. And then, like, in my personal life, maybe I wasn't in the right spot to really watch the show.
Right.
And so I told my husband, I'm like, you can watch it without me. I don't think I'm going to get into this, at least not right now. And then he spoiled the end of the first episode, and I was like, okay, now I have to watch it.
He got you with Yoda, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's
So now
so
I have
cute.
purpose. Well, and then he's like, well, you gotta wait till the end. The end is pivotal, and it's gonna set up everything. And
That's
so I was
true.
like, yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, but what is it? Like, I'm an English major. I need to know the ending before I can read the whole thing.
Right.
And so, like,
Where's
it's
it going?
It's how I'm like, I need to know how it
Character
ends.
arc.
And so then he told me, and I was like, okay, I need to watch it. And so then I kind of got into it from there.
And I don't want to get too side Baby Yoda, but I'm sure we could talk just about him. But
Yes.
we'll get to that too. So my thing is, you're a Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings fan, both of those, right?
Harry Potter more so than Lord of the Rings. I'm still.
Oh, that's right.
I'm still needing to read Lord of the Rings.
But
I'm-
have you watched Harry Potter multiple times too?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the same excitement,
Kinda
but in a
thing.
different way.
Right,
Yes.
right.
You got- everyone's got their
Different
fandom.
for sure, right.
Could have been
Right.
me.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of them. So
For sure.
yeah, well, it's kind of like with Doctor Who. I like the idea, but I'm just a little sampler because there's just so much out there.
Right, there is a lot. That's
Yeah.
why I never really got into Star Trek. I'm like, there's so much. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Good place now. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. I
For
get you on
sure,
that
for
one.
sure.
It's all good. Okay.
So the Mandalorian. Well, at first I thought it was like gonna be like part of the original like series, like because
Boba
for
Fett
me,
kind of character.
yeah, like
Yeah.
for me, I never liked the originals, like 4, 5, and 6.
Right.
But Rogue One, that movie actually hooked me to the originals.
Oh,
like
good.
it was before they got to Death Star plans and everything. So I wanted to see how would they make that Star Wars feeling that I had
Right.
when I was a child
Right.
into that show, because they made it into that movie and they got me hooked on that movie.
Yep.
So I wanted to see how they got me into that show. And also my
Nice.
cousins were telling me, oh, watch The Mandalorian, watch The Mandalorian. I'm like, fine, give me your Disney Plus.
Yeah,
That's my payoff right there.
Hopefully Disney doesn't hear
Code.
this and they don't
Yeah.
There's no big brother watching. We're okay.
Yeah,
Mr.
I didn't
Uribe
get
gave
my-
a code to everybody.
Don't tell people that.
And so
It's not a social justice issue. We're okay.
Right.
Not like Netflix.
Disney has millions, they're fine.
Yeah, they're good.
and so The Mandalorian, I remember that word from the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were good warriors in the Clone Wars, and so I wanted to see what happened. And my cousin told me, oh, this happened like after the 6th movie. I'm like,
Right, Revenge of the Jedi. Yeah.
Return of the Jedi. And it's gonna be like a bunch of stuff about like their people and all that. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try.
Right.
Then he also spoiled it when he said, you're gonna look at a little child that looks like a little green figure. I'm like, what? Oh, I like just figured it out. I'm like, wait.
What?
Then that's what he did. He's like,
Watch it, you will. Yeah.
So, but The Mandalorian was good. I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, and I just want to see like season 2.
Which is not going to be till the fall.
Yeah. I just
That's better than what I would have thought.
I'm not having high expectations, but
Next year.
my expectations are better. It needs to be better than season 1.
Oh, hopefully they will. They're going to
Yeah.
listen to. Do you think they listen to fans? I think they do.
I think they
I mean,
do.
they're trying to make money.
That's
Let's be
welcome to
honest.
Disney.
Right.
That's right. Disney own you, the Disneyverse, right? It's interesting you said about you connect this up. I'll tell you back to Star Trek. If anyone has connected all their shows together, Star Trek's done that. I think Star Wars has taken some beats from that because they're starting to connect all the backstories. And that's what George Lucas wanted to do. So now you're going, oh, that's where it fits in there. So there you go. Dylan, what's hey, we have a guest, Mr. Vlastos. Come on in. We might have you share the mic in the end there. We have another teacher popping in. And, hey, we love about this. Awesome. Mr. Hey, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yes, hello everyone. My name's Mr. Vlastos. I teach economics here at Val Verde High School.
Nice. Okay, so you were going to throw you in.
Okay.
What's your level of Star Wars fandom? How much have you been in since the beginning, or what?
Star Wars is my generation's movies. So I remember going to the first ones. The lines were around the block to see them.
Right. There you go. That's good. And it's interesting that we got all different entry points. That's pretty awesome. That's very, very cool. Cool. Hey, we're just sharing our take on the show, so we'll come back to you. Now, Dylan's going to say what your first impression of Mandalorian was.
For me, it was pretty cool. I liked it. I waited up on launch night to
Nice.
watch it. And I really enjoyed it. I liked how they continued off of the 6th movie. and I just thought it was really interesting, like what they did.
Can I pause real quick? Yes. Here we go. Okay, we had a fun little. We record in my classroom, so we have night school coming in. So we had some visitors. It's all good. So we are doing. Of course, this guy's also a Star Wars fan too. I know you are. We're talking about The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got they're all hooked. Dylan, sorry we cut you off, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Overall, I liked the story of how everything connected, and I thought the child was pretty cute, pretty funny looking. Yeah, that's pretty much it for
He's
me.
looking at me. That's it. You know what I love is the fact that they really. Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Okay, have you guys ever heard of the movie Firefly, the TV show?
Yes, that was a great series.
Which is like a
Never watched it,
sci-fi
but I heard.
western. I
heard.
really felt like everyone's been wanting to come back, and I think Jon Favreau. You guys know Jon Favreau is the guy who puts it together, right? I think he's taken a lot of his fandom loves and put it into the show
Yeah.
because it has this western feel to it, right?
It
does.
does.
Yeah.
Especially the first episode felt
Yes,
like
the
Western.
music too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
the
great.
music really felt really.
Yeah.
I think I saw that on a Reddit post or a Reddit something somewhere where they said that. They were like, oh, it's Jon Favreau's love of westerns. And then I was like, okay, that makes more sense, and now I need to watch this show in a different lens, a different perspective. And then after that, I like really got into it.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to send you guys a link to a trailer, like old spaghetti western trailer of it, like an 80s style.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they put it together like that?
Yeah, I should send it
Be
to you guys
awesome.
after.
The music's great. It
Yeah.
works, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
It's so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's talk real quick about. Do you have a favorite? Well, I don't know if we'll go through. We can go through the season, but
We didn't get Mr. Vlastos.
oh, Vlastos. Sorry, Vlastos. So what was?
your
Oh,
take
your
on the-
overall
what's
your
your take
beginning.
on the show?
Sorry about that.
Overall, I think the show. What I really like about the show is that it's not dependent on someone really understanding what happened during Star Wars.
Right.
It's a standalone, and you still have the Star Wars parts of it, but you didn't have to see Star Wars to really enjoy this show. Now that's what I really like about
Sure,
it.
gotcha. So you could pull anybody in from where they're at, right?
Right.
That's right.
And obviously their bait was
Baby.
the child.
The child.
Pulled a lot of people in. Holy cow! You hear about meme fest,
Yeah.
Yeah. All Christmas.
right?
Across the globe.
Oh my
Especially, you know,
gosh!
When the two stormtroopers are hitting it.
Oh,
That
that was all over Twitter.
Their
Oh
banter
my
back and forth was
gosh.
hilarious. It was great.
Now with that's so funny. We'll get the characters real quick, but they're taking time to really open up cultures. Like we know Jawas now love eggs, or at least the mudhorn egg.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And we know what we learned about. So we're learning about classic Star Wars. So what do we learn about? So we learned about the Sand People. How do they speak? Did you guys catch that one?
No.
They speak with sign language.
Oh,
yes,
you're right.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's interesting. This guy could move through. He knows all these cultures, obviously, right?
Right.
So we're getting a lot of backstory, and then we also know what was funny about you talking about those two troopers in like the last episode. They can't shoot. They have a sense of humor, and which is the running jokes. There's running jokes that we always thought about, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So they have time to really dig. Do you guys like the fact that now? Let me ask you a question. Would you rather binge watch this, or do you like the fact of getting serials, like episodes dropped?
You know, I like this format because it makes you have a little more suspense.
Yes.
You know how Netflix generation, it's all
Everything's
the
just-
episodes
yeah.
are
Sorry,
right
guys.
there. I like that.
That's
I
not how
wait
TV
every
used to
Friday,
work.
Every Friday that I'm going to get a new episode to watch and
Right.
enjoy it for the weekend.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little bit more. I don't know if longer, but more involved
More involved.
in each episode. It's like 20 minutes down. It's like,
I know.
Yeah.
and then it's over.
Yeah.
I
The music
wish
It is quick, yeah.
Yeah.
right.
So I mean, I think that the format's great, but I would just wish maybe tweak it a little bit more, maybe get a little bit more depth.
Gotcha.
Which is what I was thinking, because I mean, I don't know if it's because it kind of came out around the same time as The Witcher, and The Witcher's like
Which Witcher?
Yeah, don't
That Witcher?
I know. But just to say that, like, their timeline was really off, and so I have a big issue with time in terms of following stories. So it's like,
Because there's a book for that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. But I never read the book. I just watched the show. But that's a different podcast for another day.
There you go.
But in terms of this one, I'm like, I feel like there's like interesting things happening with time as time passes between episode 1 and the last one. And so I don't know. I just
growth for everybody.
Yeah. So I want to know like how much time is passing. Just for me.
Well,
that's a good point.
Because of every like each one of them coming out like once a week or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I
the
feel like,
whole time like. Well, okay.
Like I want to know how much time was passing between him doing X, Y, and Z. You know,
good
I don't
question.
know. That was just me.
We do have one little bit of that with the refuge. What's that episode? The one
the
with
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. There's a couple weeks in there.
Right, and so that's the thing. And then in terms of that one, I mean, it's just one episode that we had to wait a week for. But then there is like more time passing.
But Star Wars is notorious for that. You don't know how much time's passed, right?
Yeah.
They can get away with that.
That's true.
They ever change your clothes? We don't know.
Space.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, you know what's interesting? This is so funny for many, but we actually have which one of you guys is oldest? You?
Yeah.
Him.
So it's interesting. We're going by the time here.
Oh.
No offense.
No, I know. Mr. Vlastos on
But I'm just
blast,
saying,
like-
no, I'm saying it. But we have a wealth of time of Star Wars
We
time.
didn't plan that.
Yeah, I didn't plan that one, but that's pretty good. But you can kind of say, where we started and where it's going, and affect the younger generation too. So let's I'm watching. They don't mind coming. They'll have class, so it should be good. But episodes. You guys have a favorite episode, and why?
Mine was I forgot the name of it.
He's got them all right there.
The one that was on Tatooine. When
that's the
he's broke. and he has
Third
to go-
one.
Yeah, the third one where he has to.
Firefight.
He gets together with that wannabe bounty hunter.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it shows. I thought it showed because, in every part of in all the episodes, he's getting a little bit. The Mando is getting softer in each one. Right? And it's like
That's 5.
he doesn't want to really hurt people.
No.
But the baby is what drives them.
Right.
To do things, and whether it's going out and hunting down a person or giving that lady money to take care when she was taking care of the baby.
Right. Yes.
I think that was probably my favorite episode.
And that one also that had an ending that's going to come back around. You know
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
that?
agree.
Do you guys know why? They were in Tatooine,
Right.
Which was kind of fun to, as a classic Star Wars person, right, to come back to the same cantina.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah. That
Yes.
was
Did you notice who the bartenders were?
Yeah.
What?
I don't remember.
Droids.
Droids, which,
Droids.
by the way, isn't that in the original? They said no droids
Yeah,
in
no
there.
droids allowed.
Things have changed,
Big
and it's
change.
quieter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there's
Yes.
not much going
But
on.
that desert, I don't know if this is going to mess it up or not, but do you know that desert, what presumably is out in that desert? I could be wrong, though. The Sarlacc,
Oh, sorry,
The
yeah.
Sarlacc.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If the Sarlacc pit's out there, who's also out there possibly? If he didn't die,
Oh,
Jabba
Mr.
died.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Oh,
Boba Fett.
Which, if you notice that bounty hunter was dead and the person walked up to him, they had boots on,
Yeah.
Right.
had a cape.
Right.
We don't know. It's only 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Right. That's true.
No, it's further than that.
Oh, I think it's only 5 years.
No, because it's past the New Republic's already in power.
Oh, yeah.
Because
the Imperial
the lady,
credits and
she's a New Republic shock trooper.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Because see, I got mixed up with that too.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
like
Okay.
How far between them?
Because you got 20 years between that and Force Awakens, so there's some gap of time.
Yeah, I think my personal opinion. I think this is past. It's right before the last Rise of Skywalker. I think that it's in that area.
Oh, I don't know if it's that far back.
Yeah,
We'll have to look that one up.
That's what mine
Sure.
is. It's not the old Republic. This is the New Republic is in charge.
Sure. Well, and you would think, though, after the Empire fell, something would have to come up really fast. Otherwise, it's chaos.
Yeah.
Which it is chaos. So there's still change going on, right?
Yes.
So I don't know.
Because you don't see, like in the last one, it was a group of wizards defeated the Mandalorians. The Mandalorians knew they were fighting the Jedi, but you don't hear the word Jedi in this at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, time has passed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I was wondering too, because then no one knows what Baby Yoda is or what
Right.
his species is, because so I'm like, has there really been that much time that has passed?
See, that's
since,
why I think there has. So they're losing this.
like generations is
And
what I
Yeah,
was thinking.
it might be. Yeah.
Generations have passed.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking.
And also, you also like heard of like the type of species it is, like
No one knows.
Right.
no one knows, but it says it's at least 55 years old.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
but it's still in the baby form. So like,
Because-
Well, Yoda was like,
Yeah, their race
Yeah,
lives a
you-
long time.
Hundreds.
mhm.
Yeah, I think Yoda, 8 or 9
And, like,
years old when he died. Yeah.
Well,
I-
IG-88 said that, right? No, IG was the IG. Which IG was that? The hunter droid that came after him. He said
Yes.
some,
Yeah.
some age sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're
The
nice.
bug.
when you
So I
got the
think there's a
pug.
lot of nuances of to
Oh,
when
little
it
stuff. Yes.
Right.
is there.
Grandpa. When the Mandalorian got the puck, I noticed that the what was his name? I have it right here.
Oh, the Grief Karga,
Yeah,
his boss. Yeah.
he was like Mandalorian was like Grief Cargo told me that it was 55 years old,
Right.
and then the IG unit was like, oh, I don't know, it was confusing to me.
Yeah.
No.
But now you know that if that his species
Yeah.
is a long time, 50 would be. They take so long to mature.
Right.
Right.
It's like, that was like months old.
Yes, exactly.
I actually looked it up. The Mandalorian is 5 years.
I'm a
after-
winner.
5 years after the Empire, or Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
25 years before the Rise of the First Order.
See?
Right. So we're gonna probably see that too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I was right. 5 years. So it's not a long time. So it's still forming. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they would had been. They were around. They were just
Right.
trying to
Right.
pull it together too. So good. Any other episodes you guys like?
I
They're all
actually-
awesome, by the way. There's only one I did not like but that's okay. I'll tell you.
Go ahead, tell me which one.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not that I didn't like, but I felt like it was good, but it was kind of like even at the end he says that was worth a trip. That was worth this. The one where they were having where they had to get with his old group.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually like that one.
That was funny though.
Episode 6.
It was
I like that
good,
one.
but it was almost like it was like an introducing character bit.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
Yeah.
part of the.
Like his
No.
backstory.
Backstory.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was funny though. It was
Yeah,
good.
it was
interesting.
when he went to the jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you saw the New Republic ships and you know
Right.
their whole
Yeah.
thing. So it was backstory.
The ending was actually kind of like a little like troll, but also like funny,
Yeah.
The troll what?
like a little bit like, oh, like, ha, I got you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, for getting me at this.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And they all flew in.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's fun. Any other ones?
I think the one I liked was the Sin, the third episode,
Yeah.
because he comes back with Baby Yoda
Oh yeah.
For
as a
him.
bounty hunter. He
Oh, yeah.
he was able to collect all his new armor.
Which you guys know what that's called?
Yes.
What's the medal called?
Ah, shoot, it's
Beskar.
that's right.
Beskar. It's like gold.
Right.
Yeah.
So, even when you return the baby as a bounty hunter, you're not supposed to ask what's going to happen to the baby, and
Right.
and you can start seeing him going from a cold artless bounty hunter to somebody who's thinking about, ooh, I'm worried about this kid. What's going to
Yeah.
happen to him?
Right.
Right.
And even his bounty hunter squad underground
Mm.
was mad at him for
Beat the crap out
taking
of him.
money or
Right.
for taking the armor from the
They
the
were
Republic.
a little jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Because the armor he got came from tainted
That's right. Oh,
tainted
yeah.
blood. Yeah.
Mhm, right? Like blood payment.
So I like that he went from a bounty hunter thinking about what am I going to do with this young baby, and then in his escape, all the Mandalorians came guns blazing helping him out. I like the ending where
Yeah.
they're all trying to help him escape, and it
Yeah.
shows that he.
I
really
got to
is-
get me one of those backpacks.
Yes. Oh yeah. I thought that was
That's
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But he's
I-
developing too. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And I like that one too. That episode, I think that one was probably my favorite because he really just goes in there guns blazing and he's like, I don't care what's going to happen, but I need to get this child back.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I also this is kind of a question that I was asking my husband as we were watching. So since I'm going to call him Baby Yoda because I like Baby Yoda.
That's a good
BY.
Yeah, so
The child.
Baby Yoda, the child. I was like, that sounds weird. Baby Yoda is better. So
Yeah,
Baby
cuter.
Yoda, because he, controls the Force or he can work with the Force. So I'm wondering if he has like a power to like make others empathetic
Oh.
towards him. Because then
Ooh, that's a
I
good
don't,
question.
because I don't know his.
Well, he did
name.
to Grief Karga too.
What was
When he
that?
healed him. Remember when he healed
Right.
up
Yeah. So
And
healing
then,
power.
like the evil
yeah, force.
scientist that was doing things to him that was supposed to be working on him, like
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end, he helped the Mandalorian save him, and he's an evil scientist. I don't know his name or what he was doing, but
No, that
if
does
he
make
was,
sense.
like if
Yeah.
he was, I don't know, I'm like maybe just in being there, Baby Yoda just kind of like put out this
Opens
empathetic,
everybody,
you know, thing, and he just kind of makes people like him.
Right.
Because then I don't know, I saw that happen
Dr.
throughout.
Pershing.
So
Yes.
that's why I kind of like that one, because it set that up, and I've had that question ever since then.
My question, I mean, it goes on to what you're saying. At the end of the last episode, when he cut the, I remember the guy's name now. It's brain freeze. When he cuts himself out of the TIE fighter.
That's his name is Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon. He has a black saber.
Oh yes,
Right.
Yeah, he did.
There's
So-
some pretty heavy
Which is-
stuff
It's
there.
hard to get. You have to
Yeah,
like,
no, that's a Mandalorian.
It's like the Mandalorian's like the Excalibur.
Yeah.
King Arthur's.
Yeah,
It's the
worthy.
the first Mandalorian Jedi. That's
right.
what he had,
Yeah.
or she. So now is he a
Like a
Dark
deserter?
Jedi, or
Right.
is he a Mandalorian who'd left?
Deserter.
Oh, this guy knows. You knows your Mando stuff. So what's up with that?
Yeah, that
Mando
black
expert.
lightsaber is like from the Clone Wars, like
Right.
Yeah.
his name Pre Vizsla, like
Vizsla.
Yeah.
yeah, in the Clone Wars, they said they actually acquired the lightsaber from the Jedi Temple in the Old Republic back before
Right.
the prequels, and they actually stole it, and that's when they became like they passed that lightsaber generations for generations of Mandalorians to be the rightful rulers of Mandalore.
Right. So is this guy?
It's Excalibur, pretty much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it could be
Wow.
like, oh, he could be a Mandalorian secretly.
Wow.
That's a good question.
Because you know what, too? If you notice how we're jumping on episodes, that's okay. How Moff Gideon fought, he took Mando, he got one shot. He just had very
Right.
perfection and
Very
Yes.
precise.
very precise. He didn't
And
mess
he
around.
even said, he's like, oh, he won't miss next time.
Yeah.
So it's like he kind of knows.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And he knows everything about everybody. So
And now
is
we
he a
know,
Dark, you know.
yeah, we know that they have
Interesting.
with Rey and Kylo. Now you have different abilities that people can have. Some can have the mind thing,
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? So you never know. Never know. It's interesting. Little side note. There's a lot of little. We'll do our episodes real quick, but we've never seen a TIE fighter land like that before.
Yeah.
No.
The wings
That was
fold
very
down.
interesting.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all
that's
kinds
how-
of little details, right? Well, they're giving us all the time. You know, it's interesting. You said they're taking their time in the shows, but we're getting time to see the details we normally wouldn't see,
Right.
which is pretty good. All right, episodes, good gentlemen. What you got?
It's very hard to tell, but like for me, I think the last episode was like, like
Is it called The Reckoning? Is that the last
Redemption.
one?
the
Redemption.
redemption. Like at the towards the end, that's when like you see the Mandalorian like actually like how Mr. Vlastos said like how he gets like soft and like
Yeah.
and then that's when he shows like his hate towards droids, like
And then his love
the IG
towards it,
unit.
yeah.
Yeah. Like we all seen his backstory. That's like when the separatists like
Oh,
attack,
that makes sense. Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
robots. That's why he hates robots.
Right.
and then
They almost killed his family.
They did kill some.
He did.
yeah.
Yes.
And I actually like that. Like he showed it, like act like he was soft to like even something you hate towards. He was soft,
That's right.
Yeah.
and then like to like help, like to get him fixed up.
Even his face when we looked at him.
Yeah, we finally saw his face and everything,
Yes.
and also like the part where he gets his jetpack. Like, come on, you can't be Mandalorian without a jetpack.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. And he didn't test it. He's like, we just got to do this, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and
You got it.
also like the black lightsaber that got me hooked.
Yeah.
That's all I needed was. That's
It's like
it.
this one lightsaber, it's all in-
Ooh, teeny.
Now I gotta watch the
And
Clone Wars.
What the
That actually brought the Clone Wars inside of me. I'm like, oh god, let's
They
get this.
connected a lot of things, right? Because that episode where they showed little power droids working on the ship,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
brought a lot of things in that are still functioning, right? Except the huts are gone, but that's okay. Dylan, you got an episode?
Actually, I really liked episode 6. I just thought it was like a cool like.
Which one is that one?
That's the prisoner one.
Oh, the prisoner
Yeah.
one. Oh, okay, good.
I don't know. I just kind of liked how like he kind of saw his old people he would hang out with, and it's
Right.
cool how like he just kind of turned on them.
Yeah.
But I got like a Harley.
turned on
I got
him.
like a Harley. Yeah, I got like a Harley Quinn vibe from that girl.
Oh, she is
Like
kind
how
of
she was like,
psycho.
yeah. I really got the
The real
yeah,
thing is, right?
yeah.
Right. Yeah, and obviously those characters will come back around. Right?
For sure.
We lost her, man.
Yeah.
But no, I think good stuff, man. But there's a lot of great
Yeah.
episodes in there. And you talk about our shock trooper, who and I really think they're gonna do something with her. It's
Yeah.
Cara Dune.
She'll come back.
Yes.
Cara
Oh,
Dune,
I
yeah.
think big time.
Yeah. So all good, solid characters in this, right?
For sure.
So let's transfer real quick to characters, and I think we gotta have to kind of tie things up real quick.
Yeah.
Favorite, obviously, the Mandalorian. You guys find him interesting character, right? He's grown a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My two favorite, really, well, three. I'm just going my my second and third favorite was the robot, and I wish, damn, they didn't kill him.
Yeah.
They needed R2 or C3.
Yeah, they really
They
do.
really do.
They do.
And then
Yeah, like
the
2
lady,
lives.
the
didn't
shock
he?
trooper.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think she needs to get a much bigger.
Oh, I think she
role.
will. Yeah.
I think she did. She brought in more of a humanity. Screw you. We're going to do it this way.
Right. Right. The rebels.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think those are my two favorite as well. Yeah. Because, I mean, even what's his name? The droid.
IG-10 or
IG-11?
Yeah.
IG-11.
So I'm like, wow, like, even he grew as a
Yes.
human, and he's not even a human. And so
Right.
that was pretty
And the
cool.
nurse robot.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Don't
so,
do that.
And our little
Yeah.
friend that got him on track. He
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's my favorite one.
That's
Quill.
one of my-
Oh,
yeah.
man.
was it quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. What is his? A lot of famous lines in it, right?
Yeah.
I have spoken.
I have spoken.
I
That
know.
Ugnaught was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I think he had that life too. He had to
He stepped
By-
away from slavery too.
he had to buy himself out.
freedom.
Right. 3 generations, or whatever he said, right? Of human's life. Yep. And,
Multiple generations, or actually what? 300 human years.
Oh, something like
Something
that.
like
Yeah.
that,
So lived
yeah.
a long time. Yeah. Yeah. We learn a lot about Mandalorian culture. What is
Yes.
it they're saying? They say all the time, right? And this is the way.
This is the way.
He's like, got you guys. And it is. But what's funny about it too was that episode 6. There's so much joking. Yeah, so much joking going on. Like Bill Burr is saying, "Well, what do you look like under the mask? Are you a Gungan?" You know? So they play. It laughed on itself too.
Yeah.
So, well, and then we all love Baby Yoda. There's no
Yes.
question about that one, right?
No question.
Did you know what I got for Christmas?
A
Did
baby
you
Yoda.
pre-order?
Yeah, they don't come till May.
I know. I was wondering
But
if
I'm
I
hoping
should
it's
pre-order,
cute.
If
I
there's
thought
even any more.
I thought I saw Baby Yoda will also be at Build-A-Bear.
Is he signing? Oh wow!
No, I think they're gonna make a Build-A-Bear. Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
Disney
I'm a
Channel.
geek in some of these
I will
things,
buy
but you
it.
guys are
Gotcha.
much more geekier.
I'll
Oh,
buy that Baby Yoda.
yeah, but you look in those eyes, you're hooked. Let's make some predictions, and we want to kind of tie things up. It was a great talk. So, but let's tie things up. Predictions. Where do you think it's going? What do you want to see? How about everybody gets one? How's that, Mr. Vlastos?
That's a good one.
It's a hard one, huh?
Yeah, I would like to see them more. What they're going to do with Gideon.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be a bigger character.
You know, I think they're going to have to tie that in with, especially with the dark saber and everything.
You open a can of worms with that one, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So his thing too. Yeah. Very good, Mr.
I just want to see what happens to Baby Yoda. I just want to see him grow.
Everybody.
I'm looking forward to.
Is he gonna talk? That's gonna be a big
I
one.
want to see him maybe get some Mandalorian training.
Oh, nice.
Maybe.
And Jedi train same time.
Yeah, yeah. I think it would be an interesting concept. Instead of having him train like a Jedi,
Yeah.
having him train like a Mandalorian.
Mandalorian Jedi. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
We'll see.
Does he get a helmet?
Well, that's what I'm saying. A helmet with the sigil.
No helmet.
The ears are gonna
That'd be
get
pretty
Gets a
weird.
little
Yeah.
jetpack.
We gotta see some Baby Yoda eyes. This is the best part.
They'll look through.
Right. I was gonna say I have no predictions. I'm just gonna let them do whatever. But I kind of just want to see what happens after that whole scene in Tatooine. That was kind of ominous.
Oh yes.
Oh, with possibly Boba
Yeah.
Fett. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
something's gonna. They're gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there-
yeah.
there
I'd
was
like to see him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like
that's
to
what
see
I was
it, yeah.
hoping for Boba Fett to just kind of peek in somewhere. That would
Yeah.
be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Never know.
So I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Could be good.
Well, I'm kind of hoping for like this, like since it's like way before like The Force Awakens or anything. I read like an article saying like season 2 will have like guest stars from like the sequels. So I kind of want to see a bit of that. But I also want to see like Baby Yoda like having like a little bit more Force control, like what he did when he almost killed the retired shock trooper. And also like not overusing like his power, like when he saved the Mandalorian.
Right. Yeah.
And also like more scenes with him using like the Force.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. That sounds good. Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I'm hoping they kind of just at the end, like when they do finish the show, I'm hoping they just like tie it all in. You know how like at the end they bring everything together.
Oh, you know he will.
Yeah,
He will.
I want to see how they're gonna fit it in.
Gotcha. I have a fun predicting. I'm going to end on this, and you're going to what? Wouldn't be ironic that Luke Skywalker is still around? Wouldn't that be cool if he trained Baby Yoda? What a turn of events, right?
Oh, like at the Jedi
Close
Temple.
the circle.
Yeah.
Close the circle.
That'd be cool.
Because we don't know who ended up with him.
Wait.
Yeah.
Remember the scene from The Last Jedi?
Uh-huh.
When he had a group of students that he trained? Yeah.
Yep.
That Baby Yoda.
We don't know. He's still around. Very possible.
Interesting.
So, fun stuff. Here we go, guys. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for inviting me.
For
Yes,
sure.
Thank you.
anytime. And we hope that we'll talk more about this. And this is the way.
This is the way.
Hey, bye. Thank
I have spoken.
I have spoken. Right.
Don't you just love the outdoors and having an amazing time with family and friends? If so, you should definitely check out our hiking club, the Roadless Traveled Hiking Club, for all our upcoming trips. If you want to know more about the club and know how to get involved, see Mr. Avance in room 404 or Miss Zavala in room 306. Remember that adventure is just one step away.
Thank you for listening to Are United, where people tell their extraordinary stories. You can find us on SoundCloud or contact us at areunited@gmail.com. Bye. I hope you're living an extraordinary life.
Hey, thank you, Are United. We appreciate you guys doing your work out there, and you make my job much more fun. So thanks so much for letting us crash your show. Actually, you crashed our show. That's what you did. But it's just fun to hear from our fans. And on that, thanks for listening to Ecology 101. We really appreciate that you guys subscribe and hit that button and just let us know what's going on in your fandom universe. You can find Ecology on Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, and pretty much wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. We love to hear from our fans, and your input really makes this show possible. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at GodAmandGeeks, or you can contact Ecology101 at Ecology101class@gmail.com. You know, we know we have a lot of fandom choices out there, so thanks for including us in your fandom universe. Because you know what? We're still the nicest say, and you know I'm going to say it, Meek.